Yeah, our first game is going to be starting off quite great today, and we're going to be, seeing who is going to come out on top at the end of the day. But Enigma, who do you think is going to be, you know, winning this one? Who's going to be on top of that battle today? All right, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, before we join in on the game quickly, let's just take a look at the leaderboard and where the at least the top 8 teams are at before we then move into the next page. All right, so you see that first page right there with all of the teams shaping it up. Let's now move into the game, see how things are going. Yeah, we'll see what the teams are going to be doing and how they're all going to be shaping up. As you can see right here, everyone is looking to see if they can boost themselves all the way up on that entire leaderboard. So we're curious to see how that one continues to play out. But today is going to be like a super interesting day. As you can see, there's so many teams on ground here with us, the boys from there, and I do believe what team is that? What team is that? I'm not sure what team that is right there. Okay, it's first Actics. Just around that vicinity, around Rosehawk, all the way as well around South Georgiapool. You got the boys from I do believe that is Invincibles as well as Apex, also around that vicinity. So yeah, we might be seeing some action going down around that region. There's around North Georgiapool, you've got the boys from Active Gaming, as well as Aatrox also within that vicinity. So we'll see how it continues to build off. On the southern side, two still has a couple of teams. You got the boys from CLS as well as Disparage, also within close proximity. So we'll also be keeping an eye and seeing how that one is going to develop between all of these guys. But we got 10 teams on board with us right here within the first game. I do believe a couple of teams did not join us in this one. I do not see 10, 11. Maybe people are still tired from yesterday. Do you think? Yeah, we'll see what that means for them as they continue on with their onslaught right there. Looking to see if they can put up that performance that they had yesterday. If they can replicate that same amount of aggression, we'll see. In today's games, what that definitely does mean for them. With Traitor right there, Traitor the man, he has been a revelation. In this you know season. I mean, he's been He's been out for a while. He's come back. You know, he used to be one of those players who was part of a team called uh Road Gods. I think it was Road Gods. Yeah, it was Road Gods. Yeah, it was Road Gods. It's part of a team called Road Gods, and they were really outstanding back in the day. You know, they were doing great stuff. And then I know he joined some other teams too, but the one I did know was Road Gods, and he was like their most outstanding player back then, and he just kept doing great job. So we'll see if he can replicate, those standards again. But he's been showing us glimpses of those performances. He's had a 1v4, up against the boys from A-Trucks. I do believe that was last week, and it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. Because last week we saw a lot of 1v4s, Enigma. Yeah, we'll see how that one continues to build up. I do believe that we might see something going down between this Parage and the boys from Dream Team as they continue to inch closer and closer towards each other. We might see, them get into a little bit of skirmish. I do believe that the boys from Dream Team are getting really close to this action right here. As you can see, both parties are, just crossing that breach, and we might just see something begin to ensue between the two of them in any moment in time. Wait. Let me try to resolve that. I don't know why. Can you check your ninja and see? Can you check in? Because I know we tested it. It was on before. Can you check your ninja? 'Cause I'm also not hearing you from. I'm also not seeing the sound. Uh, yeah, but it's not. It's not coming in here. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, can you sort of like maybe reset it? So like just reset it. Yeah, just reload it. Yeah. Is it the same view link, or could you send a new one? New one. Okay, I think I can wait. Let me see. I think it's coming through now. Just give me a second. Mute your Discord and say something.
Okay, Discord muted.
Yeah, I think I can hear you now. I think people will be able to hear you now.
Alright.
Yeah, I think
We'll
it was
check
just a
again.
weird thing. Let me check on other channels too. Just continue to talk. Don't just continue.
Alright, so Dream Team, yeah, we should have sorted the mic issue now. Just let us know in the chat if you can hear me talking. But Dream Team managed to take out this barrage right here, picking up 4 kills. They did lose Chris, but Jax, OP, Rabbit, and Sad managed to pick up those 4 kills. Chris going out with 1 kill. So beautifully stuffed here from Dream Team, stopping this barrage here as the first team get eliminated right here in Game 1 in the 3rd day of Raid Split Qualifiers.
Yeah, guys, we do apologize for that little bit of issue going on with the mic. We sorted it out now and should not happen again. It's just one of those, just one of those things. Just one of those.
That's technology for you.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Just one of those. Anyways, in the meantime, we'll take a look at the map and see where all of these teams are currently beginning to make their move towards. We then still see it, within that central spot. We got the boys from there as well as First Arctics still within the same vicinity. We'll continue to keep an eye and see how that does develop between the two of them. First Arctics has already spotted some of the players right there from their esports and continuing to see if they can get that shots to come through, which is Thirsty. Just looking around me and the rest of the players right there from their esports, looking to see if he can get 1 or 2 knocks to come through. And I also believe Dammy is also within that vicinity. Your Might and Agate will obviously be triggered right here, looking to see if they can get into that action. Stairs around this vicinity where Thirsty and Agate are currently at, and if they do decide to get a knock onto him, he might not be able to receive support from the rest of his teammates. Enigma.
Yeah, 100%. First year, trying his best to keep them all at bay, trying to get that first knock on any. He definitely knows about Dave there on the side, but Stay is in a very, very dangerous spot. If Stay does get knocked, that is going to be trouble for Stay. There's no one there for backup. There's no one there to pick him up. So he has to be extra, extra careful. They've got him completely surrounded with their scopes there from the front end side. And it looks like Stay is trying to pull on back to his team rather leaving that fight. I think that's the better bet here at this stage. Especially with me and the rest of the boys from his team being so far inside of the water town. You don't want to be one of those players that gets knocked with absolutely no backup.
We'll see, what that does mean for him. He will be trying as much as possible to see if they can hang on to this game for as much as and as long as they can. We'll continue to pay attention to that and see, how that one does develop. But the two of them and everyone right here in the game are currently just trying as much as possible to see if they can continue to inch closer and closer towards each other. The game's still looking, quite calm for now. I think everyone's major goal so far is, just get into a safe spot, get into a good spot within the zone, and then obviously, the action will then begin to ensue. So, yeah, it's that for now. I mean, is this what you expected, Enigma?
100%, especially from the first game for tonight, being a little bit more passive, testing out the teams, looking at who joined your lobby, how everyone is going to play it. Maybe check the stream after game 1 real quick, see if anyone changed drop locations. So it's a very tactical game these guys are playing. It's not just a classic where they land, get a vehicle, chase drops, chase enemies. They're all playing it extremely tactically. Yeah, everyone wants maximum points on placement. Everyone wants some kills as well, and no one is, going out of their way to put himself in the front line. Say, listen, I'm here. Come and try your luck.
All right, definitely we'll see. What that does mean for all of these guys. As you can see, those rotations now beginning to happen. But speaking about rotations beginning to happen all the way around Yasnaya, it does look like we're now beginning to see things go down. The senior boy is currently being put down to the ground, and he's got Sean X and Chuck Lake to somehow try to hold on to their life in this particular game. I do believe it's the boys from A-Trucks who have been taking on the shots onto, that position where they're at, and they might just be able to get that knock to come through. The boys from Aatrox sitting down in this one with a 3-man squad, and they're not making that push. I do believe that they obviously would have told themselves, hey, you know what, we do not have the numbers. Let's just play it easy for now. And they're obviously not going to go onto that one. On the other end, the boys from Dream Team have put up into this vicinity around school and have now set the sights on the first Actic. So you can see the shots being let loose by Sad onto Agus. Be able to do quite a damage, but would you look at that? The boys from Dream Team, who have lost one of the players, do take down Thirsty, and the question is, are they going to be making this push onto that location?
Highly doubt that it is. It is a little bit too far away. It is in the open bush. That player, once you do get to that compound, will most likely be revived. So unless you get 2 knocks, I don't see Dream Team actually pushing that team at all. But interesting, Aatrox here playing it very, very safely, almost taking exactly like 10-11's rotations, which I expected from them. Coming in yesterday, both Miramar games being the first teams to be eliminated, going up against Free Esports, and only having one good game in Erangel in the last game yesterday. I'm expecting a lot from these Aatrox boys here tonight, as they need all the points that they can get to push up that leaderboard slightly.
Absolutely. We'll see what that one does mean. But guys, if you are on the stream and you're watching right now, please do let us know if there's any problem at any point in time with any of the screens. Now, I'm going to just educate you on what screens I'm talking about. Right now, we are on the iPad screen, and I want to make sure that you can hear me, you can hear Enigma. So Enigma, please just say something briefly. Okay.
What's up, fam? Can you guys hear me? Just let us know
on the
in chat
iPad
so we
screen.
know everything's
Now I've
working.
switched to the iPhone screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear Enigma? Can you hear the game? Enigma. Okay.
Can you hear us all good? Everything good?
Good.
Let us know.
Now I'm on the emulator screen. Can you hear me, Enigma?
Can you hear me? Dream watching
You hear the
IC.
game, and then of course the map screen. I do believe this one is fine. I've heard them on the stream saying that. So if there's any problems at any given point in time with any of the screens and you didn't hear my voice, please just let us know right there on the chart, because it's a little bit more difficult when you're managing across board many different screens. There might be one you miss out. So I just want to make sure that I get that technically. Wow. Probably we should do some test stream one day. We'll do like a test stream and we sort of like solve all these problems you get. Because sometimes you never really capture that until you've actually like done a mini test stream. We should actually have that like a 10 minutes game.
100%. Because I mean, everything it shows fine on your system, but as soon as you start streaming, something just doesn't improve. And unfortunately, that's the thing with technology. It is so unreliable. Anything can go or get cut out any moment.
All right, so with that zone making that shift, several different teams have got to now begin to hop into that zone, and it's not going to be quite the easiest for a lot of teams, as all the way around that, did I say southern side, you do have a couple of teams that are already situated quite strong right there. There was some active gaming holding a position where you might see the boys from Apex start to make them move towards, and might just be a very dangerous one coming through for either of those teams. They might lose some numbers because obviously you don't want to be getting into skirmishes like that quite early on. Also CLS was making some rotations around that axis, and we might see something going down as well. As you do see Rose just driving past Cold right there, and
I might just drive right into Apex here as they got out of the vehicles and they've got their eyes on Roach right as he flies on by. He still got his team up that mountain, still rotating down, looking for a way into this new zone.
Very dangerous one.
So a lot of teams here currently on the southwestern side. It's only the eastern side that's completely empty. But you got about 6 teams right here I mean, Unsolid Army almost crashing there into Aatrox as well. You have their Dream Team. They're starting to move in closer into Rozhok area as well. Here from the southern side, Apex moving in more to the eastern side, towards that side as well. As one of Apex did get knocked currently. He's still got active gaming there on the west southern side. That's moving past everyone, checking the rotations there as well. They do have one currently knocked, but looks like Kage is going to get that revive on in. Psycho is trying to find him there through the
have
smoke.
gotten one knock onto the boys from Apex, and you can see them now beginning to see if they can get another knock to come through. Apex just getting out of that vicinity. Definitely will look like it. They want to try as much as possible to see if they can stay away from that trouble. And the boys from Active Gaming will just be reconvening back into their spot, and it's just so much going down at every single corner. On the other end, you got the boys from Dream Team also trying to see if they can get into the conversation too as well. Now the boys from UA have now come into this position, and here's where things now begin to boil up right here. As you can see, wait, what?
Beautiful stuff, Ray, from Dream Team is just on another level here tonight, Fire.
What? I
6 kills.
I need to watch that replay, because why was he backing him? Why was he backing? Like, he kept shooting at him, but he kept backing him like he didn't know there was someone behind him. I don't know. I probably didn't see well. I need to go back into the stream and watch it again. Someone clip that. Please clip that. I need to see it. Someone clip that, because it's just one of those things. All right, so they're looking for the last player right here for UA, and I do believe it's Vanessa. She's currently swimming in the waters right now. You can see Sato searching around, and they're currently not aware of the position where that last player for UA is currently at, but they are searching. They're looking.
Oh, and Sax spotted Vanessa there in the water, trying to find him again. And Jesse is still currently not is trying to shoot through the water. I'm pretty sure they can see the shadows now as they start to get on in. Oh, and it is Vex OP that finds Vanessa and wipes out UA completely. But the kill feed actually showed UA Vanessa drowning, so I don't believe he actually got the kill there. Oh, down goes Roach. Cyclo Shield Esports run right into a team. There's so many players all around them. Roach currently down. Ninja is firsted. Oh, and here comes the Pan. The lovely Pan. What a way to say hello here in game 1 with a Pan kill. Cyclo Shield Esports. Stoner 77k now, dropping there in the center of the field, using his vehicle for a little bit of cover.
It's a very tough one for a lot of these guys, as they are trying as much as possible to hang on to this game. Onto their life. On the other end, you do see the boys from Apex also trying to come into the mix of that conversation going down between, the Invincibles and the boys right there from CLS. So that Aatrox trying to be a little bit careful in this one. They're being a little bit conservative in the way they're taking on the action right there. You can see Cold having a little bit of accident with his vehicle, and he will get blown up. And I do believe that Thirst is definitely going to be coming down right there. So on the other side too, you do see the boys from Dream Team who are a little scared right there. The boys from there trying to still hold on to this game. It is like party after party at every single corner. And Brown on the other end, I'll show you, is the last one hopeful for his team as he takes a look at the fight going down between the boys from Dream Team and the boys from there. Dream Team down to just 2 players left. It is Rabbit and Jex OP. We're still holding on this particular one. I don't know why he was smoking. Dami was still on that.
Yeah, beautifully played. Jex OP goes down as well as all down to Rabbit now. They did play beautifully here in game 1. Picked up 8 kills. Managed to get live position here at the moment, unless another team goes out before them. That is going to be their placement. Can Rabbit survive the slaughter here? He does have zone, but it's got Demi right there in front of him, and they are just nailing every single corner here of this house, trying to find the last remaining player. And just like that, Demi gets the final nade in, and that is it for Dream Team, going out in 8th place with 8 kills. Beautiful game 1 there from the Dream Team. Now we got Aatrox there, quite close as Anna Swin dies to the blue zone, and Active Fire Gaming gets the first knock there onto Aatrox.
Yeah, Active Gaming now beginning to get into the mix of things too as well with the boys from Aatrox as they're looking to see if they can get into that action. It's actually Nexus who is doing the damage. But there's so much shots coming through from every single corner. The boys from Active Gaming looking to see if they can get those points to rack up. They were sitting down in the first position on the table, but they lost their spots. They didn't have quite a good day yesterday. Oh, sorry, the last time they played, not yesterday. They couldn't play yesterday, so a lot of catching up to do for them, as they will be looking to see if they can take and hold on to that opportunity of taking through this games right here. We'll see, you know, what that does mean for them. But speaking about things happening, we do see Danny Brown is the last one for his team. He's got a couple of teams, you know, right there in front of him. I do believe it's the boys from, you know, First Actics who might be going into, you know, quite a skirmish right there with the boys from Invincibles, who they want to probably get into that zone, and it might be mutually assured destruction from both ends, as they will be looking to, you know, take on that spot. And it's not going to be quite the easiest thing to do for the boys from Invincibles. And they come into this game though without their main man, Sleepless. And do you think that's going to make a difference for them, the fact that they don't have Sleepless or Choco in this game?
At the moment, it doesn't look so. I mean, they still have Senior Boy and Sean X there in the team, which is quite OP as well. And so far, they still remain a four-man team. Haven't lost a player, picked up 3 kills. So they're doing fairly well at the moment. We're going to have to see at the end of the game how they position themselves with how many kills, how they played it out. As you can see, the Visibles are here from the southeastern side. Need to move on into zone. First, Arctics moving in right there on top of Apex. Active Gaming as well coming in here from the southern side. They've got a complete southwestern side open with almost no teams on that western side. Cyclone Shield Esports, Danny Brown, the last remaining player, now getting in his vehicle. He needs to push through all of these teams and try and survive a little bit. And Danny Brown, we've all seen how amazing he can do, especially on a solo versus squads, getting into that top 5 positions normally.
Danny Brown, definitely. I mean, at some point in time, he was known as the CQC merchant, so we'll see what that one does mean for him today, as he's back into the action for his team once again. He's lost a couple of players, but I do believe that that is going to be absolutely great today. Thanks to everybody who gave feedback on what the stream was sounding like. That was definitely. You can see Danny Brown has now been sent out by Kage, sent back into the lobby, and all of these teams are gearing up for who is going to be taking home that winner chicken dinner. And it's pretty tight right here within this position, and take a look at the map and see where everyone's currently situated. The boys from Active Gaming are the only ones who that zone, and all the teams are fight it out. Boys from Invincible are still holding quite a full squad right here. They've got the numbers as well as the boys from here. So definitely that one will work in their favor. But now putting in the work onto the boys from First Actics, Agate, looking to see if they can get into that zone, but it could get quite dangerous for them at any given moment in time. Boys from there, as well as the boys from Apex, are currently within this vicinity and might prove to make the rotations in.
Currently I think Active Gaming has the best option to win this game, as they can gatekeep a lot of players here inside the zone. As you got the First Arctics, you got the Visibles, and you got the all right here outside of zone, inside of Rozok. Everyone focusing on one another with only 30 seconds, and they need to go 100 meters to get into that zone. And Active Gaming is just gatekeeping them all at the moment. They've got their hands full, so everyone is actually focusing on Active Gaming and inside of the zone. I am trying to get a couple of shots there, as his team is starting to get the vehicles, trying to get closer towards that zone. So he's trying to gatekeep it for his team. As you can see already there, Chocolate and Sean X already moving into that side of that zone, but Active Gaming is going to make it extremely difficult for them. As well as the Apex has the least space to move to get into that zone. And now you can see the Invisibles moving right on top of Active Gaming, or driving right over them. And they do drive over them, and just like that, they wipe out 2 from Active Gaming. Beautifully played by the Invisibles, taking over active gaming spot inside of the zone. And now they are the ones that can gatekeep everyone. First, Arctic trying to do the same with what they did with active gaming, but misses them completely. It drives right into D, but it does drive over me. But a play zone is the one that's going to get him down. As first D now focus and first me. And then there goes the play zone being OP, taking out first Arctic.
You see, who is able to put in the work, but now you've got the work from first actors who have battled all the way into this position, trying to now see if they can get into that zone right there. But Invincibles, who have played it quite interestingly so far, have gotten themselves into a very good spot. They've gotten one casualty, but they've been able to hang on to this game. They've now got two teams to deal with. They've got First Actix as well as the boys from Apex to deal with in this particular position. Will they be able to hold onto their life in this one? If one knock comes down onto one of the players, it might just be turning things around right here. Right now, it's down to Kage. See if
and like we spoke earlier about Invisibles, if the main players would make a difference, it makes no difference here at all. Looks like they've got extremely powerful backup if the main players cannot play, as these two actually they did absolutely amazing here for their team. Invisibles here coming into the final zone, top 3. They got 6 kills on the board. Apex got 2 players left. Can Apex, or Apex gets the first knock onto Senior Boy. Sean X still on the off angle there, trying to provide a little bit of cover. He is barely inside of zone. I am as well, actually focusing on first Arctic. In comes Apex now. Who's going to take the first win here tonight? Will it be Apex or will it be Invisibles? Or is first Arctic going to take it all down? Kagi does go down, and now it's all down to Big 666, and he takes him on down. And just like that, there is the Invisibles that take game 1. Beautifully done by Invisibles, winning game 1 with 4 kills in total. Second place, I was actually first Arctic.
Yeah, first Actix. Man, first Actix is waiting for the opportunity. Considering how things flowed for them throughout the entire game, it is quite impressive how it all turned around for the boys from first Actix, as we can see them getting that winner chicken dinner at the end of the day. So beautiful game so far, as all these teams have battled out in this first game of the night. We've still got about 4 games to go, so don't go nowhere. Don't remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in a couple of minutes. See you soon.
Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, international esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion?
end, I'ma always be right by your side. But as for me, you're the one in my heart. Time will come to the end, I'ma always be right by your side. I know you're the one, I know our time will come. I feel it in my heart, I see you in my dreams, I keep you in my prayers. That's what
we are back with our game 2 here in the last day of the first week 2 of it should be day 3, the rank split playoffs. So let's jump into a match and see who's going to take the second game here in day 3.
All right, guys, I'm gonna sort that out. Actually, I had planned that UI for day 2. So somehow there's some confusion there, but it's actually day 2. I'll work on it during our break, but in the meantime, just keep that in your head. It is day 2. While we take a look at the flight path, moving all the way from that southwestern region towards that southeastern side, covering La Bendita, Impala. So many different flight paths for these teams to take. And with this now, there's a lot for the teams to work with in this game. We've got 11 teams who have come on board with us right now, looking to see, where and how they're gonna do in this particular game. Because the boys from UA now beginning to see if they can grab a couple of things. They've got the boys from CLS not too far away from them around Montenegro. The boys from Apex Legends from Active Gaming and Disparage sort of find themselves within should I say similar environs as we see them moving towards that southeastern region. We'll see if both parties do find themselves getting into a League 2 skirmish.
Interesting here from Aatrox. Both games yesterday going San Martin, they were the first team to get eliminated. I thought actually that they would change the drop location here coming in the final day, but I guess with Free Sports not being in this lobby, they're still going to San Martin. They're still going to try their luck there. That is a rotation that they know very well. It is a compound that they know very well. Hopefully this works out a little bit better there for Aatrox. Invisibles now going to the right side, just above them, going to Hacienda side with Apex taking the church and Generales just below them. We do have 2 teams in Los Leones. You've got Active Gaming and Disbarrage inside of Los Leones, but Los Leones being as big as it is, I doubt that we will see any action quite soon.
Yeah, definitely. We will keep an eye on that and see, how it goes out. As the boys from Active Gaming are currently, just getting their loot on, trying to see if they can play it, really careful. Just prepare for the fight that is about to ensue between all of these teams. You can see and the boys from UA just gathering up, things as usual. I mean, we're seeing, the gaming Mirama starting off a little bit slow, but that map moving all the way towards that southwestern region or south central region, that's going to be moving several different teams all the way around that corner, with teams like Apex, Active Gaming, Disparage, First Actics, as well as the Invincibles now needing to make their way all down towards that eastern region. MLB, Dream Team and the rest are currently situated quite comfortably right there, and that might start to get a little bit dangerous for all these teams who need to rotate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Psychology of Esports, Aatrox, D, as well as Men of Blood, all currently inside of that southeastern side of the zone already. That's going to gatekeep all of these teams if they do not choose the rotations carefully. It's going to be interesting. We'll have to wait and see how they're going to rotate. Are they going to run into anyone? As is normally in these rotations, if you are not careful, that you lose a couple of players, and in the end of the game, that is what bites you. If you don't come into the final zones there with a full team, it is extremely difficult. I mean, it's not impossible. Look at First Arctics coming in here in game 1 for tonight, being a solo player coming into the final zone, just waiting patiently for the perfect moment, and he managed to catch that chicken dinner. So it's not impossible, but it is very difficult. Unsolid Army going to be very, very glad where they are situated, almost center zone there in Montenegro. They do not need to move anywhere, as well as the Dream Team there on the southern side next to Minister Laval and Valle de Mar, which there's no one close to them at all. They can just casually make sure they get maximum loot, all the vehicles. They are very, very well situated. And still early in the game, stage 1 of this zone.
And we'll see what that does mean for a lot of these guys as they might just looking to hop into the vehicles and start to edge into that zone right there. All of them are just each in them getting on their loots for now. You can see the boys some A-trucks as well looking for vehicles and looking to see if they can find a spot. Same thing with the boys from UA, even Active Gaming also as well. So we'll consider keep an eye and see how that one does develop between all of these guys right here on the map. But if I wanted to put down your money on anyone, who would what would be that team you think will seal this particular game?
In Miramar, I feel Apex. Apex has a very, very good gameplay, especially for Miramar. The way they play the hills, especially with the DMRs that they use, they are very, very deadly on Miramar. So for this game, I'm going to go with Team Apex. How about you, Fire?
For me, I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Apex too as well. I think I'm going to go. I think that they've proven over and over again that Miramar is their is there a hot map that they can just go riot in. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Apex, but we'll see.
100%. We'll have to see and wait how they're going to rotate. Can they actually just get into that final zone? And then we will know for sure. If they make it with at least a 3-man team in the final zone, we know that they are most likely going to take this game. You can see a couple of teams are already rotating on in as Invisibles are going to start rotating right past San Martin there, right past Aatrox. Apex still casually looting there next to the graveyard, and Las Generales not in a hurry there at all. They're quite close to zone. It's still going to take a while for the zone to catch up to them. But first Arctics here from Puerto Princesa, they need to start moving on in. They've got a very long rotation to get into that zone. Active Gaming and Desperados also very close to that zone. And I do not think they are engaging with one another just yet. They're all still looting, holding compounds just on the edge on the southeastern side. But Dream Team now making their way up there from the southern side, a little bit more central towards where Unsolid Army almost would be if they are not careful. Active Gaming, Anaswinia just looting away, no worries at all. Still 4 minutes and 30 seconds until the zone catches up with them. So they got all the time in the world. I'm pretty sure they know about the other team here at Los Leones.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that Anes currently had spotted one of the players right there from Disparage, but he wasn't taking on the shots yet. Waiting for that opportunity to see if they can surprise them. And you can see that the boys from Disparage have just taken another path into that zone. Obviously, they're most likely going to be moving all the way from that southern region. You can see regions around Minas de Val as well as Valdemar currently free, as well as Tromacera. There's a lot of space for those teams to work with around those regions, so we'll see how it continues to build up for all of these guys. But things are beginning to shape up as teams are going to be moving all the way. But there's a bit of a choke coming down around that northern side.
San Martin side, yeah. And I was just about to say that they already situated in a warehouse right where Aatrox is rotating past. And if they are not careful, they might just lose a couple of players in this rotation, as Unsolid Army is also moving a little bit closer towards that mountainside right in front of them. And Demi is just waiting inside of that compound. There's absolutely no indication that a team is there at all. So Aatrox might just blindly run right into them unless they're going to run right here into Unsolid Army. And look how well he hit his vehicle, making sure that he is completely invisible to any team rotating here towards the warehouse where he is situated. But Demi, if he does get caught off guard, he's completely soloed from the rest of his team. If he does get knocked there, that will be trouble for him. Oh, and Slick might just get some company here as Aatrox Sus Baby pulls up right on top of it, Salia from Unsolid Army.
See, how this one's going to go down. It does look like Slick is able to stay pretty quiet for a bit, and the boys from Aatrox will just be rotating away from that position. Not looking to get into too much trouble right there. As Quila and the rest of the players right there from Aatrox will just be moving away from his position. So great stuff coming down right there for the boys from UA. Sleek doing some scouting work, trying to see what teams are around this vicinity and how they're going to attack to get those kills, because definitely they do need to continue to rack up those points of those kills. Speaking about racking up those points, you can see a lot of teams already now beginning to edge towards that zone, moving quite closer and closer towards each other. We might see something go down between several different teams in any moment now. There's still talk about the boys from Dare Esports, who are quite situated within close proximity of several different teams, as well as Aatrox and Cole. But we'll see what that does mean as all these teams continue on with their rotation.
Yeah, it's a very weird strategic that Unsullied Army have here for me. I mean, they landed in Montenegro. They were center of that zone. They had all the time in the world to get the maximum loot in advanced room with vehicles all around them. And still Sleek manages to solo himself off, rotate way away from the rest of his team without any backup. I mean, if Aatrox actually did pull up on him, I was most certainly losing a player for Unsullied Army. And now you also have Dream Team just pulling up on that mountain just above Unsullied Army. And they are still completely soloed out, all split up, without backup. If one of them gets knocked, I'm pretty sure there is going to be trouble for Unsullied Army here at any moment.
Yeah, we'll see how that one continues to build up right there for the boys from Unsullied Army, as several different teams are continuing on with their rotation right there. You can see they can find themselves into a good spot within that zone. But speaking about the zone, it does look like there might be some trouble. There might be trouble in paradise for the boys right there from CLS, as one of the players has gotten dropped down. And it will be Ninja, who has gotten into some problems right there. He's currently not within the vicinity of his teammates, and that might cause some trouble for him, as the boys from Aatrox are making those rotations around this region. And it will be Sus Baby who is looking around to see if he can get that confirmation, and he goes for that confirmation of Ninja. Ninja was making those scouts, and so it's scout versus scouts. Sus Baby, who is the scout right there from Aatrox, taking out the other scout from the other team from CLS.
And just like that, Meta Blood now pulling up onto Unsullied Army, getting that first knock and confirm onto Sleek. And Unsullied Army now have to scram to get back together, as they've got some company. They've got Meta Blood on top of them. They've got Dream Team on the mountain right behind them. So 3 teams currently finding themselves here right inside of Montenegro. And it's going to be a bloodbath now anytime soon, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that one continues to progress for them. The boys from Unsullied Army need to somehow hang on in this one. The boys from Dream Team, like you did speak about, are just basically on top of them, and we'll see what that does mean. But on the other hand, speaking about what means, it is our boy right here, Stoner, who's got a couple of ups right there in front of him. You can see that nade pulling up onto Sean X, but he's not able to get that knock to come through, and it does look like it's just gonna move away from that one. It's like, I don't want no trouble, I don't want no problems with you. I'm just gonna move away from that position right there, and that's exactly what he does. But while we're taking a look at that, we can see several different teams now beginning to edge closer and closer towards each other. Boys from Dream Team are within that center, sending on shots onto the boys from and
Yeah, you got active gaming moving in here from the south side, right on top of them as well. We might just see a third party coming in here.
yeah, we might see it.
Oh, and we do indeed, as we said it.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys from Active Gaming coming in with a third party, looking to see if they can get into the mix of things and the action themselves too as well. As you can see, shot right there, just down. A couple of there's one Dream Team player who is currently down, but now you can see Rapid trying to make sure that he escapes all of the shots that are coming through at this particular region. And he's able to do that in the nick of time.
Oh, beautiful driving there from Rabbit. I mean, whenever I try to drive on Miramar, especially with a Marauder or any other vehicle. It just rolls the whole time. You're just having trouble to keep it on its four wheels. And here comes Rabbit just full seating it onto that mountain like there wasn't even a mountain in front of him. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful driving from Rabbit, putting up to the rest of Dream Team. But Active Gaming, they didn't manage to pick up that kill, but I did show them that we are here. We're ready to party. Let's see you guys a little bit later.
Yeah, absolutely. The Spyro is now beginning to find himself in some trouble too, as well as one of the players currently goes down. I do believe it is two of the players who are currently down right here. They're taking on shots against the boys from Apex. And here's where things now begin to get super dangerous. Can Traitor somehow grab them out of this game? He's left to Traitor and Grace to somehow hang on to their life in this particular one. Traitor is definitely not to be trifled with, but his HP is reduced down and he will be dropped to the ground. And Grace is the last one up for the team. You can see right there that the boys from Apex make quick work and send them backpacking into the lobby.
Men of Blood picking it up, that one and only kill on Unsullied Army so far, coming in with a 3-man team. Shaq 11 and Rage for Men in Blood inside of this Miramar match. They heard those shots on Apex. Will they come in for the third party? Will they be the team to stop Apex here? Or is Apex just going to continue building on their kill counts? As you can see, Rage already has his scopes locked and loaded on top of Kage. Is he going to take those shots? Is he going to let them know we are here? Let's see what's going to happen right here. So Apex takes that mountain right in front of him.
We'll see how it goes. The boys from Apex will run themselves, a couple of eliminations to come through. Like we did talk about, Miramar is that game. They usually light up. They usually come in and show, exactly what they're capable of. Now on the Titan 2 Rage, looking to see if they can get that knock to come through. Cold is really doing really searching for his first kill, looking to see if he can put in the hurt onto several different teams right there. He loves Miramar, loves to get let into the action right here, but so far it has been his teammates who have been getting into the mix of things. At 310 Kage have been fighting off so many different ops around them, but we'll see how it goes so far, as things are just getting tighter and tighter within that zone. As you can see, all these teams are now beginning to try to make the rotations into what might be a great spot. Boys from Dream Team now getting really close to the boys from Unsullied Army, and I do believe that we're going to see something going down between the two of them right here.
Oh, definitely. Here comes Dream Team right on top of Unsullied Army. Already getting the first knock on 41k. Unsullied Army now left with 2 remaining players. It's down to Jesse and Vanessa. And then comes Sean X. Sean X just blindly crashed in that building. He knows he's in for a dance party right here. He's going to party. He brought his nades. He brought his mollies. Vanessa trying to do a little bit of cover fire there from on top of the window. But Rabbit, with his quick little jiggle, manages to avoid getting knocked there. But it is Sean X and the Rabbit, as well as Chris now coming on right on top of him. Jax OP trying to provide cover fire from behind there. Let's see who's going to get down the Unsullied Army. Jesse around across the street there, just patiently waiting. But Vanessa is in the world of trouble now. Vanessa has 4 players now right on top.
That's not quite the easiest thing right there for the boys from Unsullied Army, as they're getting pretty much surrounded by the boys from Dream Team, looking to see if they can get that extra bit of knock. They've already taken 1 elimination to come through right there onto the boys from UA. UA are left with just a 2-man squad. It's just Vanessa and Jesse holding it on in this position, looking to see if they can defend this one quite well, but they've gone to the opposite sides of the building. But I do believe the boys from CLS are also pulling up within the vicinity. They might be able to turn things around and provide that necessary cover that is needed. But speaking about necessary cover that is needed, we also do see the boys from MOB getting into the action right there with the boys from
100% Invisibles also rotating right past the Dream Team here. Active Gaming Psycho currently knocked. He did go down with 1 kill, but it's down to Nexus, Chad, and Anaswin. And let's see what is Men of Blood going to do here. Or Nexus has Men of Blood right in his sights, and just like that, Active Gaming gets the wipe, gets the free kills, and they will be able to pick up Psycho here, Apex not too far away as well. And here comes Big from 666 from Apex coming in with a third party, taking down Nexus, and now it's come down to Shad and Anaswin. What is Shad going to do here? Can he keep Apex at bay? Can he get a revive in? Smoke all around. It's going to be difficult with a full Apex, very aggressive
The
right
boys
on
from
top.
Apex haven't heard that one. Now want to get into the conversation of things. The boys from Active Gaming have lost 2 of the players, not being able to, get back into the mix of things just after they have finished that fight, and Apex, capitalizing on that, have now come into this vicinity. Shad looking to see if he can hold off the boys right there from Apex. Popping on smokes to evade them, is now left with just Anez. Anez sending on the shots right there. He's dropped down target, and he's trying as much as possible to see if he can hold them off. For now, it is cold, and the rest of the players who are trying to make that attack. He's dropped down Cargate, and Nate pulling up onto that position might just get that finish. He dropped one down. He takes on some shots onto Cold, looking to see if he can drop him down, but and Ness will get taken out right there by Big, and great stuff right there coming through from the boys from Apex. They did have one casualty though to Cargate, but winning that fight.
Yeah, 8 kills in total, 4 for Big. Big doing very good here inside of this Miramar game, and they're looking still very strong. 3-man team is just as good as a full team for this team. They can still be very aggressive with losing one player. And look at our zone, they're moving more northern side, just on the south side of El Pozo, just north of Montenegro. And you can see already there, me with Invisibles and Aatrox with first Arctics all side of the zone already. Unsullied Army is still holding off there against Dream Team, but they do have Cyclone Shield Esports that pulled up there with them as well. And there's our final zone, going to be in an open field, just with limited mountains and ditches left. It's only Invisibles, Aatrox, and Demi with Dream Team moving into that new zone. First Arctics and Apex, as well as Unsullied Army and Cyclone Shield Esports, all have to fight their way to get a little spot there inside of that zone.
Does mean for all of these guys in a moment in time, as we can see them trying to adjust the current positions into a good space within the zone right there. But speaking about the zone, we do have one of the players right there from Dream Team who has been dropped down, and he does require a lot of support. He's Sad, who had been dropped down from that distance right there, and Jax OP will have to see if he can get that revive just in time for his teammates. He's able to block that one with a vehicle to make sure that they don't get the thirst.
Yeah, beautiful gameplay there from Jax, using the vehicle for cover, making sure it's in cover as well for the team pushing on in so that it doesn't get exploded. Oh, but down goes Jax quickly. Aatrox easy, providing a little bit of support there and knocking down Jax. And in comes Chris now as well. And let's see, will Aatrox push on this knock? But no, it is CXLD from Apex now taking out easy, stopping Aatrox dead in their tracks with that push. Dream Team also in the distance, coming in a little bit closer, as well as the Invisibles. Everyone's trying to get into this warehouse. In comes Stars Baby, and Washim very low. Washim does go almost down. Yes, he is down. They got him down. Apex CXLD takes another one from Aatrox down. It's now all down, all left to Baby here, with a full team from Dream Team just waiting for him inside of that warehouse. Unsullied Army, they did lose 2 players. Yes, are still alive, still outside of zone. They need to move on in. Cyclone Shield Esports take out Dream Rabbit there. And Cyclone Shield Esports did lose Ninja, but they pick up their first kill for the second game.
Things are now beginning to shape up quite well right here, as all of the teams are looking to see if they can grab those kills to come through. Several different teams are already finding themselves within that spot within the zone. The boys from Dream Team, as you did see in this position, lost one of their players. But speaking about players, taking a look at that map right there, we did see the boys from Unsullied Army not too far away from the boys right there from Dare Esports, and I dare to say we might be seeing something going down between the two of them, but it does look like Dare still has a full squad. He's not going into a lot of skirmishes, but we might be seeing them you know, hold up a good spot in that final zone. Speaking about the zone, is going to be moving in a bit, and like speculated from UA as well. So let's see how it's gonna go down.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from the Invisibles, as well as that make themselves quite comfortably inside of zone. They can keep a lot of his teams here as Dream, Cyclone Shield Esports, Unsullied Army, and Apex all have to fight away to get into that final zone. Dream team in the world of trouble inside of that warehouse, just getting knocked constantly. Well, because it's just not limited. There's not a lot of cover inside of that warehouse. There's only one small crate you can hide behind. Vehicles probably already destroyed as well. A couple of smoke.
Yeah, not quite the. Hello? All right, guys. So we're having quite a little bit of technical difficulty with Enigma right here, as he is you know, a bit AFK. So I guess it's having some power issues. That happens. But in the meantime, we're just gonna turn our sights onto make the Foster move into that zone. They got some shots coming all the way from behind, as well as now they're pulling up onto that position where the boys from Invincibles are currently at. There's also Dare Esports, who is also within the vicinity. So they moved away from the boys from Invincibles and have now turned their sights into that location where the boys from Dare Esports are currently at. And you can now see them trying as much as possible to see if they can make that full push onto that location. We'll see if that one does work out for them up against the boys from Dare Esports. Can they hold their own? Dream team had one or two players who are currently getting knocked. Still there within the conversation, but they're trying to see if they can get into that zone. Dream team still continuing on with the onslaught right here, sending on them shots. Trying to take on shots right there, but he will get dropped down to the ground. Jack still fighting it out for his team as he looks to seal the deal and get those confirmations to come through. They might just be able to get the revival to Sab right here. And it's a 5-way fight to this team. Survive that? How did he survive that? All right, so coming through with some help right there from the boys from Invincibles. Somehow Jax is able to stay alive in this one. Now he's turning his sights onto the boys from Invincibles to see if he can take them out. But at the end of the day, his vehicle does get blown out. Invincibles, we're going to see if they can finally grab the winner chicken dinner in this game. Let's see what that does mean. Alright, so Enigma says he will join us back in a moment, so we'll see if he had a system crash. It happens. Then the last one up for his team has got a couple of teams right there within this vicinity. The first act is still holding down a full team. They're coming not too far away from the boys from Apex. Apex quite quickly, as you can see them just staying together and staying compact and dropping down. One of the players right there from Apex is now left with Code and 3310 to pull up onto this particular region, but they've got to make it work somehow. First Actics using the smokes to their advantage, using it to cover the site from Apex, making it quite difficult for them to make that push. And now it is First Actics versus the Invincibles. It's a 4v4 situation, so it's evenly matched on both sides. Both sides have been getting into the action and now sealed the deal. It does look like it's Invincibles who have that zone. They have that zone to work with. And the ladies just going to get sent into this direction by Sean X, looking to see if he can just get any one of them to connect. All right, here's the moment between these two teams into that zone. And it does look like it's going to be used. Sean X and his boys continue on with their onslaught right here. The last game they were absolutely they look like they're looking refreshed, getting ready to go. Agate is the last one hopeful for her team. Some sides onto I am is able to do some damage right there, but there's John X in front. But great performance right there, great try from Agatha, trying to keep them at bay. Got 2 eliminations regardless, and wasn't able to get that confirmation on the last one. But at the end of the day, it will be the boys from First Actics who will win that game and grab the winner chicken dinner at the end of that one. All right, guys, so in the meantime, we'll be taking a quick break. We'll try and see if we can get an man back on board with us, and we'll catch you guys in a couple of minutes. See you soon.
Know you're
doesn't allow me select you. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, I think we sorted it out. All right, we're good to go.
All right. All right, guys, we're in for our game 3 for tonight. 2 more games remaining. Beautiful game from the Invisibles, taking the chicken dinner in game 2. And man, what a well-played game by First Arctics as well. They won game 1, and they came second in game 2. So they're doing very, very well here tonight. We're going to jump in to our third match to see who's going to be our next Miramar champions.
All right, guys, so welcome back into the third game of the night. We've had a Miramar game that went absolutely outstanding for, the boys from Invincibles. Now, Invincibles has been, quite a revelation today. They've been getting, or for the weekend, actually, they've been getting themselves into numerous, great spots. Now they find themselves grabbing a winner with a chicken dinner as well as, a brilliant first game. Regardless of the fact whether they won or not, they did find themselves in a good spot in that top 5. So now we'll look and see if they can perform again. First Actics winning the first one, as well as the boys from Invincibles winning the second. Both of them have been finding themselves in that top 2 spots over and over again. Can they continue that same performance in this one? We'll get to know in a bit.
So far, whatever they drank or ate today, it is working for them, as both of those teams are just performing to the best that they can. Desperate, Go Glass Leones with Active Gaming, same as previous game. No one changing their drop locations yet. We can already see the Aatrox already losing a player inside of San Martin. It will definitely be a surprise here for Aatrox, having some neighbors on their loot location.
Yeah, definitely the boys from Men of Blood coming into this vicinity, looking to see if they can get those extra bit of kills. Maybe they're just changing things up to see if they can start quite aggressive early, because sometimes that is what you want to do. You want to be able to, get into the action quickly. We also see right there on the kill for the boys from Active Gaming and Disparage, who did land within the same vicinity, getting into a bit of skirmish still there as well. So we'll see, how that continues to build up. But for now, we're going to concentrate on this fight. It is easy for Aatrox, holding down the boys from MOB. Raid Shark and 11 looking to see if they can get those extra eliminations.
Yeah, it was a 3v3, making it a 2v3 now with the knock and confirm on Shim. And now Easy and Baby going to have their hands full here. They have to get that first knock and kill on Men of Blood to make it even again and see if they can gatekeep him from progressing out of San Martin. We're going to have to see and wait who's going to win this fight inside of San Martin. As you can see there, Easy, he is loaded with limited loot. He's got a Tommy gun locked and loaded, as well as a pump shotgun, but he's only got a level 1 vest. Not the most ideal. Oh, and there we go. S12K. Is he going to take it? No, he decides to keep on pushing with that pump action, as Shag, Rage, and 11 is right there across from him. And you can see their Rage. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to push across into that building.
Yeah, we'll continue to see, what it means for those two as the boys from Active Gaming continue on with their onslaught on the other end. We'll quickly turn onto the boys from Active Gaming as Shad now sending on the shots onto Traitor. Traitor put it in the work right there. He does put down Shad, and Disparage to find himself in quite a sticky situation, and Shad being out there in the open is completely vulnerable to getting lobbied in this particular position. The boys from Active Gaming were leading the charge shortly, but with that revive having come through right there for the boys from Disparage, it does mean that the boys from Active Gaming are now on the back foot.
And it looks like Chaos Day is still on 1 HP. It doesn't look like this Sprout to have a lot of loot here, as they seem to be on the run away from Active Gaming with limited loot there, with Chaos leading the front. not healing up at all. But this bros still have a 4-man team up with versus Active Gaming that is now left with only a 3-man team down to Psycho, Nexus, and Anaswin. Who's gonna win this fight right here? Los Leones not being the best location for this barrage here from the start at this game.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see, what happens as the boys from Active Gaming are on that chase, looking to see if they can get some revenge up against the boys right there from Disparaged. And here's to see, from a Disparaged point of view, you can see that they are not currently fortified with a lot of loot right here. They do need to get their heal on, but they put some distance between them and the boys from Active Gaming, so that obviously will work out for them. Traitor somehow held back the boys from Active Gaming, and that's might be some destiny. A good one.
And you can see now Chaos are using those bandages, so they definitely don't have the loot that they wanted. I mean, Chaos doesn't even have a helmet yet. He only has a level 2 vest. It's loaded with a Vector and a shotgun, S12K, by the looks of it. So, definitely something that happened here on the drop, as Active Gaming is right there on top of them. Can Chaos dodge all of those bullets as Fire Nexus is right there across from him?
All right, so we'll see, how this one continues to build up between these two teams. Can somehow the boys from Active Gaming, who've got a 3-man squad, hold up against the boys from Disparaged who've got a full team? It does look like the boys from Disparaged, play this one quite careful, as they're currently not looted up to the best of their abilities. We also see right there on the kill feed, it is 11, and the boys from MOB currently going toe-to-toe, and Traitor has now been put down to the ground by Nexus. And now it's here where the boys from Active Gaming will be looking to see if they can make the push onto this location. Chaos might just be the guy to hold on in this game. He probably has the sights onto Nexus, waiting for him to get closer and closer. Shots are beginning to let that position where Nexus is at. He's done quite a lot of damage, and now Nexus might just have invaded his line of sight. And they've been able to get that revive onto Traitor.
Yeah, this bros, they're on a world of trouble here at the moment. They don't have the proper loot. They don't have the proper protection. They have, Chaos has no helmet still. He managed to get that revive in onto Traitor, but it looks like Traitor doesn't have meds as well. So they're on a back foot here at the moment, with Active Gaming just going full mayhem on them right here, chasing them down. And here comes Anaswin right there above them as well. So they are just in a world of trouble here, Fire. I don't know. Can Disparaged get away from Active Gaming here?
I mean, they've still got the superior numbers, and they might be able to use that to their advantage. They've got a vehicle right there, so that might also work for them. But you can see that Chaos and Sench, is that Senchi the fourth?
Yeah, Conchi the fourth.
Yeah. Holding quite an interesting position. You can see Disgrace looking to see if he can get an angle right there, and of course Anes just somehow retreat away from that position. But let's take a look at things from Nexus' line of sight, as he turns the sight right there onto Sanchi, looking to see if he can drop him down.
And Nexus loaded there with an M4 with a 4x fire. That's definitely going to be an advantage versus an AKM no scope on those distances. And he puts in that work, damaging this barrage there from all over. And it looks like none of this barrage at this moment has any heals up at the moment. They did lose Chad, but at this moment, it looks like Active Gaming's got the upper hand here.
Yeah, Active Gaming playing this one quite compact. Nexus can spot that several different players right there from Disparaged went towards his back and decided to reconvene or switch his position. I'm just gonna that screen. Yeah, so the boys from Disparaged, just trying to play this one, still careful, trying to make sure that they get themselves into a good spot to hold off against There was some active gaming, but now you can see active gaming now beginning to send on the shots. And here's where Disgrace goes down. It goes one, goes down, and two from the boys from Disparage. And the boys from Active have been tormenting them over and over again. And now they're going to be going in for that confirmation. Probably wasn't the smartest thing for them to do in that position. But now here comes the boys from Active Gaming. Psycho is down to pretty much what is 1 HP. Not sure why he's not healing. He might not have, you know, the necessary heals. It does look like Nexus has dropped one for him, and now he can probably get into the fight. They're quite aware of that position where the boys right there from Disparage are currently situated, and Nexus has been, you know, lighting up right here in this position, looking to see if he can continue to get the shots to come through. Oh, it was actually Psycho who got the 2 knocks on those players. I do believe a couple of them were just shooting at them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Psycho who got the knocks to come through. So we'll consider to see, you know, how that plays out. But yeah, that's from the map.
So Aatrox definitely getting eliminated. The first team going out towards the Men of Blood back on a 3-man team. And you can see the Dream Team there moving a little bit closer towards San Martin, just above them. And Men of Blood might just get third party from the Dream Team from on top. Cyclone Shield Esports coming in here from the western side, moving in a little bit closer towards the central area. They might just run right into the Visibles. Unsullied Army chase their position, but they are right on top of another team, which is not going to be an easy team to engage with, as you got Vanessa 4KT or 4TK, Vanessa Slick, and Jesse from Unsullied Army here right on top of team there.
Yeah, we'll see, you know, what this one does mean for them, as all of them are making their rotations right about now. But they've got the boys right there from Dare Esports looking to see if they can get into the action right here with UA, and Vanessa just driving around, waiting for that opportunity to get into the action right there. Hops down from the vehicle, looking to see if there are different ops around that she can take on.
Yeah, and you got Dreamy right there on top, just waiting for one of them to run in the open to get that first on knock, as there is took down JC there with the DBS, and Slick now coming in there for support onto JC. And Vanessa still holding this compound, just waiting for anyone to move, trying to gatekeep them to focus on. Oh, Slick does take down JC with a beautiful nade. And now it is there that has the upper hand. They did lose Jesse. They're now down to Slick, Vanessa, and 4TK. Damn me confirming that kill onto Slick. And just like that, team there, they pick up 2 kills. Unsullied Army down to the last 2 players, Vanessa and 4TK. 4TK taking a couple of shots there onto him. And I don't know if this is going to be enough, or his team there going to quickly push and eliminate Unsullied Army right here for the second team out. Oh, beautiful shots there with the Mini 14, but not getting him down yet.
It's a tough one at every single corner. Speaking about corners, we do have the boys from CLS coming through against the boys right there from Invincibles. And you can see the nades being let loose. They've already lost Ninja. Ninja goes down early on in this fight, but Dan Brown and the rest of his boys are looking to see how they can hold up against the boys from Invincibles, who are currently on absolute fire. But Roach playing this one quite smart, using the smoke to provide some cover right there and make sure that he can evade the shots that are coming through. And now the money is being let loose onto that position, but Stoner goes down as well too. The Invincibles, you know, just running wild at this particular point in time. But here comes Roach right here. He's able to put down one of the players right there. But coming from the side, it is Sean X who does provide that little bit of cover, but from the distance, can Danny Brown put in the work that's required to seal the deal right here? He takes some of the shots into but it's not enough to put them down. And
beautiful gameplay from Invisible's Fire. They've been absolutely amazing all 3 games so far, picking up 4 kills right there, and now back onto Unsullied Army that is still focusing on team there, and it is still 41K and Vanessa that is left for Unsullied Army. Let's see, can they get away from them, or will Team there wipe out Unsullied Army completely? They haven't moved away yet. Vanessa is still there on the edge of zone, and 41K just holding this edge of this mountain, but none of them getting any knocks in just yet. Dreamy right there in the open, right in front of 41K, but moves in to cover just in the nick of time. Oh, there comes a buggy, almost running him over.
They can perform quite well. You can see on that map that the rotations are beginning to happen as all of those teams will be looking to see if they can hop on and move directly into that zone.
And in the kill feed, we've seen that Men of Blood just lost 2 players in the rotation past Team Apex, and they're now down to only Rage, the last remaining player for Men of Blood. Apex picking up 2 quick kills in the rotation. Currently, Dream Team center zone there on Crucible, looking very, very good, as well as the first Arctics coming in here from the southeastern side, a little bit closer towards him as well. This barrage way here down south, still on the edge of zone, but look at Active Gaming. They are just moving out of zone at this moment, still way deep inside a blue zone. Probably took a little bit longer with that charge onto the Invisibles, that they had to loot up a little bit more, as they didn't have what they needed.
Yeah, we'll see what that means for them as they do begin to make the rotations into that zone. But speaking about rotations, things are now beginning to happen as Aishon is continuing on with his onslaughts as he turns his sights onto Shaq MOB, and the Invincibles are looking like a rejuvenated team. What is going on? What is happening with this team? They are just looking like sweet chocolate with some Senior Boy and a Sean X going absolutely wild. So next, just filled with confidence right there, turns his sides onto Rage, and from front and behind, they will seal that one and put them down to the ground.
Sean X is just on fire. Whatever this man had this morning, we need some of that as well, fire.
And absolutely, this team's just going absolutely crazy right now. They are taking on everyone, but the true test for them will come when they maybe have to face. That's exactly what is happening right now. You do see the boys right there from Invincibles turning the sights onto Apex. But come on, you want to take on Apex. You want to show that you are the big boys. Got to.
Hell yeah.
That'll
be a pretty good engagement to see the Invisibles going head to head against Team Apex. But looks like they're all going to focus on getting into zone, which is probably the smarter move to make. But we wanted to see this engagement. It's been lurking for a while now. 2 very aggressive, strong teams going head to head. With Apex only coming in with a 3-man team, that will be pretty decent fight indeed. And look at that zone moving up way northeast, right there on Crucible and Azahar, with the first Arctic and Dream Team already inside of it. Invisibles making their way in as well. This barrage coming in here from the right southeastern side, and on this western and northern side, you got Team Dare now coming in as well.
For all of these guys, as the teams are beginning to shape up right there, as you can see on that map, coming in from the western side, you still got the Sparrows as well as first Actics, and then that southern region right down cutting through from the middle. There's the boys from Apex. You still got Kage lurking around there. I'm not sure why he's making rotations in that manner, where he's like trying to, I'm not sure why he's waiting. Like, go join your teammates, man. Go join your teammates.
Exactly. If they're only a 3-man team, so they would rather keep all 3 of them quite tight together, especially if they want to be as aggressive as they normally are. Having one player way off in a distance without providing any cover at all, that's not a gameplay that we know from Team Apex at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to be You don't want to be doing that. You want to be, close quarters with your team. But Apex haven't shown their performance. But Sean X, wait, what?
Sean X is just on the next level here tonight. I don't know, maybe he spent a little bit of time in the training area getting his 4X sensitivity right, because whatever he did, it is working. And here comes Active Gaming here from behind as well. Active Gaming might possibly coming in here for a third party. Let's see what is CXLD going to do here. Is he going to heal up first? Yes, he is. And probably, I know, is Active Gaming going to rotate right past him, or are they going to come in here from behind and sandwich Team Apex here? And it's only a duo on this mountain, as one of their players is way off in the distance, not with the team at the moment. And that buggy from Kagi is very dodgy at the moment, Fire. It is a couple of shots from being sent back to the lobby.
Yeah, it's quite a dangerous one right there for Kage. He's got to be really careful and watch, several different corners. They've got the boys from Active Gaming on their right-hand side, so they will want to be careful on how they make their rotations. And you can see him trying to see if he can get an angle to see if he can get some shots being let loose right there onto the boys from Active Gaming. But the shots being let loose onto his position. His vehicle is pretty much almost blown up right about now. He's lost about 2 tires, and the boys from Active Gaming continue to send on them shots onto their position. And just to see, how they do in this one. But now the return fire coming in from Kage right next to Nexus.
Kage is in a bit of problems here. He's running right there in the open, right in front of 2 teams, without any cover, without a vehicle. He has CXLD across from him, just providing a little bit of cover for him. But here comes Nexus from the side. Now he's finding himself outside of zone, and he is in trouble. He needs to move in that open area with no cover at all, down a mountain. But no, it is going to be Big that comes and picks up his teammate. But as he tries and picks him up, it is going to be Anaswin that gets the knock on him.
And the boys from Active Gaming putting in the work right there onto the boys from Apex. But a return fire, it does look like one of the players right there from Apex will take down one of the players from Active Gaming. But just as we said, the revives coming through right there from Cargate, but they're not quite close to the other player from the other player Cold, unless has gotten one of those knocks to come through. But now they're going to see if they can get that revive onto Cold. And the boys from Active Gaming might be pushing up onto this location. They might not be able to have the time. Ooh, but look at that.
Kage. Unfortunate, probably a mispress there with a finger slip, jumping out of the vehicle just a little bit earlier and knocking himself, and that is going to put them on a heavy strain here as Active Gaming is pushing on in. And here comes those nades, knocking Kage yet again, just as he got revived with that nade. And now Big 666, he's the last remaining player, but that nade right on top of him, and that takes out Team Apex. Beautifully played by Active Gaming, stopping Team Apex right there. And now it is the Invisibles right here on top of Vanessa. Vanessa still surviving for Unsullied Army, getting a little bit of placement points. Is Vanessa going to take a couple of shots there onto Sean X? Or is Sean X going to be too quick with his reaction and get Vanessa down?
Yeah, we'll see how this one does play out, which with Vanessa might just be the Trojan horse that pulls down 1 or 2 players from Invincibles right here. Invincibles and the boys from Active Gaming, they've heard the shots coming through on that particular fight. If Vanessa can take down Sean X, it might just turn this around. She's waiting for that perfect opportunity. Come on, take all that shot. Take all that shot. Shoot! Will you shoot?
Oh, barely escapes it.
Come on.
Took too long.
Come on.
Plenty of opportunity to take those shots and doing it just last moment, and he manages to escape it. But now Vanessa might run right into Active Gaming here.
Come on, you needed to stop that man. You needed to stop that man. You needed to stop that man. Come on. That was
Vanessa in trouble. And it is Active Gaming. Or Dream Team Rabbit, actually. No, was it Active Gaming? It was Active Gaming that took down Vanessa.
Yeah, it was Active.
Yeah.
Someone needed to stop this man. This man who is, currently on the wild
On
right now.
fire.
Yeah, and now they're getting toe-to-toe against the boys from Active Gaming, who've got a line of sight in that zone, but they're trying to get it. But we've seen them before come into the zone and take on the boys from Active Gaming. They've got the superior numbers. They're absolutely on fire as well. That nade putting up onto that location where, Psycho is currently at might do some damage, but it doesn't in that particular moment. But let's see, how this one goes down. Sean X filled with fire right now. He's the man to, fear for now. Also, Sparrows, coming through, but Senior Boy will get put down to the ground from a distance, and he's way behind.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of problems here for the Invisibles.
Yeah.
Let's see, can they stop Active Gaming right here, or is Active Gaming or Sean X down to 1 HP? Beautiful shots from Active Gaming as they push on in, and this might be it. They do take down Sean X, but Psycho goes down as he takes him down, and now it's down to Chocolate and I Am. Can Chocolate and I Am stop Active Gaming, or is Active Gaming going to be the team that stops the Invisibles right here in this game?
Yeah, you can see it going down right here. The boys on Active Gaming trying to see if they can keep them at bay from pulling up into that zone. Sean X is down. Chocolate has been lobbied. Ooh, but Psycho has also been tested too as well. So both Active Gaming and the boys from Invincibles have been taken down to. You can see Anez now feeling the heat right there from Senior.
Beautiful shots.
This might just come to right there onto. With the vehicle blown up, it might provide some cover for them to get that revive, but we'll see how it goes. But the boys from Invincibles might just be looking to see into that zone, but Anez will now be tested as I don't know what it is with Invincibles tonight, man, but they are just seeming to be like a very different team.
Yeah, definitely. Just like that. Sean X on 3 kills. He got eliminated. Chocolate went out with 1 kill. And 3 kills for I Am and 1 for Senior Boy.
So we have questions. Did they buy a new phone? Chronos.
It must be.
Chronos.
It must be. Or it's
Chronos.
maybe a new gaming chair.
Gaming chair. Chronos. We're asking questions. Because wow, what a game. But anyways, you've not how much.
I Am.
Yeah, lovely stuff from them. Anyways, we still got 5 teams. They're down to 1 player. Dream Team situated in this one with a full squad. Traitor has gone down to a nade. So we'll see, how this one continues, to build up right here. As all these teams are still going toe-to-toe against each other.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes first Arctics as Dream Team Chris knocks down Agate. And currently Dream Team, they might just be the potential winners here of the 3rd game. As Dream Team Traitor is getting, Desperate Traitor is getting revived here by Chaos, the last 2 remaining players. But currently Dream Team, the only team inside of zone. And they are just gatekeeping everyone from trying to enter that zone. And what a difficult final zone. It's a dip. So it's basically all open. And then on top is the Dream Team currently. But it is going to be first Arctics that gets the confirm. It's all down to Traitor, the last remaining player. But first Arctics is going to wipe them all out. And first Arctics, they also did fairly good. I mean, 2 games in a row, they got a chicken dinner and they got a 2nd place in the previous game. And they're making top 4 here inside of the 3rd game as well. So not bad at all. I Am currently on 1 HP, but it does get caught here by the Dream Team. And that is going to be, and just like that, 2 teams. And none other than first Arctics make it the top 2 yet again.
And first act is continuing on with a beautiful performance. But now here comes Nexus trying as much as possible to see if he can hold it down for his team. Right there, he's the last one hopeful. Floki still doing his thing right here in this one. But Nexus is having none of that. He's sending on shots onto all of these teams. He's taking those shots from everywhere, but he will be put down to the ground finally as we now focus on these two teams. It is IC versus Dream Team left in this position, and Dream Team is one of the players. It's just left with Floki right here, taking the shots onto the rest of the players right there from Dream Team.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much Dream Team's game here, as it's currently a 4v1, and I doubt Floki has the perfect angle there to get all four of them down, as Dream Team is just gatekeeping the final zone. Floki his vehicle has exploded. There's nowhere at all for Floki to go except die behind this Dream. Maybe take one or two from Dream Team out before getting eliminated. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see if the kill points can come from the side onto side. Potatoes a little bit, and that will be the end of the game. So first act is getting into that top 2 position once again. But this time round, the winner chicken dinner will be going to the guys from Dream Team. Quite amazing stuff coming through from all of these teams right here. So I think with that, we're done with 3 games. We still got one more game for the night, so we'll be coming back with some more action pretty soon. We'll see you guys in a couple of moments. All right, bye-bye.
See you now.
keep you in my prayers. That's what
All right, guys, we are now in our final game here tonight. What a weekend we have had, and what a games we have had from first Arctics, Invisibles, and now in game 3, we saw the Dream Team taking a chicken dinner as well. Let's see who's going to end tonight off in the final game as the final winners in this weekend's NPL Rain Split Week 2. I'm going to jump right into the game and see where this flight path is going to take us. Beautiful east to western south zone here, all the way from Malta Power, crossing Malta, just on the south side of Pomp, south of Ferrypier, and ending on the south side there of Primos. It's going to be a little bit difficult, especially for the teams that are used to going to Yasnaya, especially the teams that's used to land all the way on top there by the starboard side on Severny, and Atrox that went to Saki, especially of Apex going to Georgia Pool south as well, as it's all not going to be reachable. Will we see a couple of teams here, Fire, getting some new drop locations?
Yeah, we'll see. I do think so. I do think in this position, Atrox has now put up with, Sus Baby and Easy, and I think Sus Baby is currently AFK, so this one's definitely going to be going down to the boys right there from Dream Team, who are currently on the hunt for that last player right there, but we'll see, how that one goes down.
Why is it always the AFK players that survive longer than the players that are actually playing the game? Have you seen it? It's always the AFK players that survive. Active Gaming here on top of Unsolid Army. There's going to be an interesting fight. He's got who's that in front of him? Vanessa and Schmook right there in front of him, in front of Nexus. Who's going to get that first knock? Will it be Unsolid Army or will it be Active Gaming?
All right, so we'll see, how this one continues, to build up. Schmook and Vanessa are currently within the vicinity and looking to see if they can pull up on this fight, and they might be looking to see if they can do a lot better than they have in previous games. You can see Schmook now just retreating, back a little bit, looking to see if he can get another angle on the boys right there from Active Gaming, and continue to pull up ahead, looking to see if this angle will be, will favor a lot more. On the other end, you do have the boys from Active Gaming. You do have Nexus, who's now getting quite closer onto this position. We do see finally on the kill feed that not coming through from Sus Baby.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see if Sus Baby actually came back into the game, or did he stay AFK being found there by the Dream Team. But nonetheless, Active Gaming versus Unsolid Army here. Both teams chasing each other down, trying to find that first knock. None of them getting that first knock just yet. Still have Schmook and Vanessa right here in front of Nexus. And I think Nexus, he has heard him. As you can see, that nade being cooked to perfection, but not doing damage. Everyone still trying to find that knock. No one running in the open. No one clear of sight. Can Nexus get that first knock in?
Yeah, the person just playing this one quite careful, trying not to find them get themselves into any sticky situation. So the two of them just being absolutely, careful in this situation. Taking a look at the map right now, we do see several different teams, just holding different positions. There's only 8 teams who have come into the mix of things here, with Apex currently not taking on this game. I think Apex are currently sitting down in that #1 spot, so they have found themselves qualifying already on the leaderboard. So obviously we'll be saying, hey, you don't know what, we don't need to take on this particular game, final game of the night. I do believe it's the top 2 who are going to be qualifying onto that next stage. So it is what it is. This is probably just practice mode for a couple of teams, and you can see that Active Gaming are currently taking it as such. Now here's where Nexus is making that move. He chose in that lead onto that position, is looking to see if we can begin their attack coming up against the boys from UA, and they're inching quite closer and closer to them. UA just waiting to pounce onto any player that they spot out there in the open.
Yeah, Unsolid Army patiently waiting there. As you can see, Schmook now cooking his nade. He hasn't looted much yet. Still only has a level 1 helmet, level 2 base bow. That nade doing a little bit of damage there onto Psycho, just not getting that knock in just yet. It's got a beautiful angle there on top of the team. As soon as they cross to this side, I'm pretty sure Schmook will get a knock, maybe possibly even 2. But you can see the other one there on top of the roof, trying to find the team, trying to find where Unsullied Army is, but they are just brilliantly holding positions, playing it very, very tactically, see if they can get that first knock in.
Yeah, some tactical waiting going on from the boys from UA as they're trying to continue to switch locations, as the boys from Active Gaming keep trying to push onto their location. And you can see that Smoke has now switched his buildings onto the next one, trying to see if he can continue to keep his position alive. Now comes on into that same building where Vanessa is currently situated at, and they continue to take a look at Shad and Anez. And Anez, you can see, trying to get himself an angle to work with right there to see if he can take on the players right there from UA.
Yeah, 100%. If this was a classic, we would have said that Unsullied Army is currently camping. But this isn't classics. This is comps. In comps, we don't camp at all. You don't use it to camp. They're strategically holding a position. That is what Unsullied Army is doing here. They're strategically holding a position.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Active Gaming still searching around, trying to find Unsullied Army, and they have absolutely no idea where any of them are at the moment. As you can see, Nexus and Psycho and Chad now starting to move in a little bit closer there to Anaswin as well. Will one of them run right into Unsullied Army, or are they going to be able to avoid them completely?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But now the boys from Active Gaming are now beginning to get really close to this position. Wait, hold on. Just continue, please.
So Active Gaming still searching around, still looting. Unsullied Army still holding their position. Schmook loaded with a UMP and an M4. He's got no mollies left. He does have one flash grenade. Will use that flash grenade though. I don't know about you guys, but I've never been able to use a flash grenade, even in classics. You know, it's just not something you use. I think it's the most useful throwable out there. I've seen many content creators use it to blind a beginner player and mess around a little bit with a team. But in a pro team like this, you don't see many flash grenades being used to your advantage.
Absolutely, but listen to this, see how it goes. Active Gaming now getting quite close to the boys right there from UA, and they've evaded the fights for quite long enough. Nexus and his boys have now approached the next building. You can see them continuing to search, continuing to find those angles, and it's only a matter of time before Nexus actually does get into a fight right there with the boys from UA. He's quite next to them. And it's about to get interesting.
It looks like 41K starting to move in a little bit closer there as well. Psycho and Nexus now both moving in a little bit closer to where Vanessa and Schmook is currently situated. Will they hear them, Bo, or are they going to be able to get the jump here onto Active Gaming? And no, I think Active Gaming has heard them. As you can see, the nades flying in, and Vanessa starting to move around there in the building. And Schmook as well. So I'm pretty sure they know exactly where they are now, with Jesse and 41K being in that ditch area. And I think Nexus has an idea. Why is he looking that way? He's trying to find him. Has he heard him, though? I think he has. Yeah. Using that smoke to blind him a little bit.
Yeah, definitely creating some distance between himself and between Smoke, Vanessa, and was right there from Jesse with that smoke, and it obviously might just be working out. But now he's going in that nade onto that position, and later looking into the situation as well, but Anez will be the one who does begin the onslaught as he puts down one of the players right there from UA. UA still with Stephen in this particular one, still trying to hold things down, but here comes the rest of the players right there from Active Gaming, and they do drop them down to the ground. It's now left with just Jesse, and they've quite hidden away from this fight for for so long that and it felt like, what is the plan? What is the plan? For me, I just feel like, just go with it, just go with the flow, just go with the, let's take on the fight. Don't be scared. Don't hold back, man. Just take
exactly,
it on.
exactly.
For me, from Jesse right here, I'm taking on shots onto at least one of the players from Active Gaming. But let's see, he's now being taken shots onto Anez, and can he continue the damage? The shots are being let loose from every single corner, but at the end of the day, it is the boys from Active Gaming who do take them out right there.
4 kills on the board for Active Gaming, 1 for Nexus, 2 for Anaswin, and 1 for Psycho. Beautifully done by Active Gaming. Dream Team now rotating right past First Arctics, and on top you still have the team from the Invincibles starting to move in a little bit more south as well. But there's one player from First Arctics that looks like, is he AFK or what is Floki doing? And it looks like actually Dream Sax here is AFK as well. No, he's moving again. Probably just updating his Twitter, telling his followers, you know what, 1 game fee. Okay, let's focus on game 4 now again.
Yeah, absolutely. See what that does mean at the end of the day. But all these teams are now hopping into their vehicles, looking to see if they can get themselves into that zone. Traitor's not too far away from one of the players right there from CLS. Traitor, I do believe he was currently being chased by Danny Brown. And maybe, just maybe now, the person who was chasing, now the hunter, now becomes the prey, as Traitor has now put up onto this vicinity.
100%. Cyclone Shield Esports pulling up here onto this barrage. Going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be a 4v3 as Chins, as 14 has already been taken out, down to Traitor, Chaos, and Grace. Can the other 2 from this barrage give Traitor here a little bit of cover? Grace is already here with him. Who's going to get that first knock here from these 2?
All right, so here's Traitor trying to see if he can hold back the boys from CLS. Support from his teammates have come through. So he's got so many different ops in front of him. Danny Brown and the rest of his teammates looking to see if they can pull up a huge performance right here. Road trying to get an angle, so that does force Traitor to get into the action quite quickly.
Oh, 100%. Cyclone Shield Esports putting on it. Beautiful knocks from Traitor, but Traitor goes down as well. But he has Grace right here with him. Let's see, can Grace get the revive on in quickly enough to make it a 3v3 now as Chaos is coming in. But it is going to be Dream Sax that gets knocked in the lobby and Cloaky there as well. And looks like this bros, they do get that knock in again. So it's only Traitor currently down. Grinch is still out. Oh, down goes Chaos. Beautifully played by Cyclone Shield Esports. And Danny Brown is also down. It's all down to Roach, the last remaining player. But he does take down Grace. And now it's a 1v1. It's Stoner versus Traitor. Who's going to get the win here? Will it be this Blast or will it be Cyclone Shield Esports?
Yeah, it's a very tough one coming through right here between Traitor and Stoner. You've got to be really careful to reduce the Stoner's HP down to pretty much just 1 HP. Traitor might just be getting this one, but what? What?
Ooh, that MG3 is just a beast of a weapon, and Stoner manages to get that one up, and now he can quickly revive Ninja and Danny Brown. They did lose Rich, but they got 4 kills and they got 3 players left standing outside of zone. Still gotta move into zone as well.
Some crazy stuff going on right here.
Cyclone Shield Esports always doing good, a very strong team, and it paid off for them, taking one of the better teams out in the lobby here tonight, quite early in the game. And now you can see all the teams focusing on that central area of the zone on a mountain just west of the shelter. As you can see, that other drop coming down right there in the shelter area. Now you've got First Arctics here focusing on the Dream Team, 4v2 at the moment. Who's going to win this one? And you can also see the Invisibles there coming in for a third party. Invisibles being just absolutely amazing tonight here, Fire. Oh, I think they heard him, though, as an aid is being cooked. I think they have an idea where Rabbit is. Oh, Rabbit does get a little bit of damage there with that nade. And he's the last. But he still has Chris. Oh, Chris got spotted there as he's getting his health being taken away. So it's all down to Rabbit. We're not with him at all at the moment. Oh, and he's managing to dock and wave his nades. In comes the return nade vow now. And he's got Smash right there in front of him. Who's going to get this confirm on Rabbit? Will they get him down? Or is Rabbit going to take one of them? Chris does get run over by Nexus. And here comes Smash now. Down to Rabbit. And down goes Rabbit. That is it for Dream Team. They are out of the final game. And now it's the Invincibles with I don't know what I am looking at. Busy with something there. Now are they focusing on to the First Arctics there? The full team. And right above them on the other side, they do have who's that? Active Gaming. Fire, Nexus, and Chad right there across from them on the opposite side of the hill as well.
Yeah, they've got the boys from Active Gaming just on the hills right there, not too far away from them. But in between Active Gaming and the boys from Invincibles East, First Actics, who've got those buildings to cover. It might be quite tempting for the boys from Invincibles to push onto that location, but obviously they'll be looking for one casualty first at least. But in the meantime, I am turning the sights onto the boys from Active Gaming with Nexus and his boys. We can see if we can get a knock to come through, but it does look like they might just be hopping into that vehicle and leaving that spot, which might be open for them at the moment.
Yeah, 100% there, Chad. The vehicle just getting knocked here by AM, but I am still focusing on Active Gaming with the First Arctics just here below them, currently sandwiched, but I think they're going to be happy to see that the Invincibles and Active Gaming is rather focusing on each other rather than them.
Absolutely, absolutely. But speaking about focusing on them, we do have the boys from CLS now beginning to get into some trouble of their own, as I do believe they lose one more player to the boys from Active Gaming. And now here comes Stone. They're going to fight right next to Nexus. He moves up onto this position. He's holding that gun that performed the magic before, and he's obviously, you know, looking to see if he can continue on with it right now. Nexus, I haven't heard that. Looking to see if he can break the shots that are coming through. Ninja is also just outside that one. The third party shots also coming into that location. There's also Deer, who has now come into the mix of things and dropped one of the players right there from Active Gaming. They have taken down Shad and sent Shad back into the lobby. So there you've got looking to take on this fight.
And now we're focusing on the last two from Cyclone Shield. These ones, Stoner does get knocked down by the Invisibles from behind him. And now it's all down to Ninja. Will he be able to get inside and get that revive in, as Invisibles and Active Gaming currently have the Cyclone Shield Esports completely sandwiched here between the two. Active Gaming getting that one knock onto the Invisibles, but it's going to be an easy revive for them. They still have First Arctics right there below them as well. Maybe First Arctics now can turn in and come in for a third party and get the turn of the tables there on top of them. These boy both getting peppered here by Stoner, 77k.
party after party at every single corner. You can see the boys from First Actors who have still got the full squad coming into this position, looking to see how they can perform a lot better in this one. But it has been quite a day for them.
Yeah, 100% Active Gaming only losing Chad that pick up 6 kills, and now it's Team D that's putting up onto Anaswan, and Anaswan almost getting down there. And Nexus just here on the stairs, and it is Anaswan that will get the knock onto Demi. And looks like Nexus now going to pull back to his team to come and focus on the team that pulled up onto Anaswan. Anaswan almost getting another player out of a vehicle there, and Stay. Oh, Nexus almost running right over Stay, but it is going to be Stay that gets down Anaswan. But here comes Nexus from behind, gets him down, and Nexus almost going down as well. One more player remains for Team D, and it is Dami. Dami does get down Nexus. Anaswan currently down. It's all down to Psycho. Psycho, the last remaining player for Active Gaming at the moment. Can Active Gaming pull up and wipe them out completely or get away from there? Or are they going to get eliminated as the 5th team here in the final game? Yeah. Oh, Cyclone Shield Esports, Ninja stealing that kill, and in comes Stoner, 77k now. And now it is Psycho here. It has to focus on 2. In comes Ninja as well. In comes those UMP shots, but he still has Dami here on his left-hand side. Can Dami get down Psycho? Stoner, 77k, actually knocks down Psycho. Now, again, it's down to Anaswan, the last remaining player for Active Gaming. They are just defending after defending after defending each and every team that's pushing them.
Yeah, it's a very tough one on every single corner, unless keeping the hopes alive for the team, but it's a very tough one right there. The boys from Active Gaming have several different teams around them. You can see Unless trying as much as possible to see if he can hold on to their life in this one with the Stoner right in front of him, and the boys from CLS driving around. It is quite tough. He hasn't got smokes to provide that cover. He turns the sights onto Ninja. He just drops Ninja down. And now looking to see if he can take on Stoner. Stoner is the last one for CLS. And he's looking, he's searching. He might just be looking at the wrong angle. It might give Stoner time to take him out.
But man, Anaswan here has to defend against 3 teams and manages to get that knock on in and manages to get away from those 3 teams. Beautiful gameplay here by Anaswan. Damn.
It's quite incredible holding on up against Stoner. You can see Stoner might, I do believe Stoner might have a line of sight onto Ines, but he's not. He's just like, if he just comes up on this hill, he might just see him, and Ines is not quite aware of his position. But the boys from IC who've got a full squad, and it looks like they might just be sealing this game through. What? I just kept asking myself, like, is that not gonna connect? Is that not gonna connect?
Beautiful shots from Stoner, finally getting down Sean X, and our Chocolate needs to go in for that revive on Sean X. And man, CLS just have their hands full here tonight. They pick up 6 kills so far. 1 for Roach, 1 for Danny Brown, 1 for Ninja. They all got knocked and confirmed. Only Stoner left, currently sitting on 3 kills. Confirmed Sean X, and that is going to be unfortunate as Sean X just had a brilliant night here tonight. And in comes the last 3 remaining for the Invincibles. I am Senior Boy and Chocolate right in front of Stoner. But right behind him, he does have 1 player from Active Gaming still left upstanding. Let's see what is Stoner going to do. Can his MG3 work? Oh, but it is going to be Senior Boy that gets the knock there with a Bison. Bison versus MG3, and the Bison wins.
My name is Barry Allen. For 5 years,
Barry Allen
in MPL.
And is still alive for Active Gaming, still running around, making it to the top 3 for his team. Not bad at all. Chocolate getting knocked on there. It's all down to I Am and Senior Boy.
For 5 years, I've been trading my aim.
Let's see, Active Gaming down to 1 player. First Arctics currently looking strong to actually taking this final game here, final coming in with a full team.
Actually, the first act is looking like they can grab another winner chicken dinner. They got them. And they do a lot of damage onto him, and then with that vehicle blown up, it might just spell the end of the game.
Oh, here comes Brig. Let's see. That is it for Active Gaming. Beautiful stuff from Crooks. Getting down Anes. And now it is down to the Invincibles and First Arctics. And this looks like deja vu almost via game one.
Absolutely amazing stuff coming through on this ends. But if the boys from Invincibles win this one, then I mean it's Barry Allen. You can see him now. For 5 years, I've been training on my aim.
Oh, beautiful stuff from Senior Boy, running over 2 players, and he's going to get the confirm on both. 2v4. And down goes. Oh, it's a 2v1.
Now they've taken it. Oh my God, my name is Barry Allen. For 5 years, I've been working on my aim. So that one day, wow.
And just like that, fire. Oh. Just like that. Oh, what an amazing play by Invincibles. Getting that chicken dinner with 7 kills in total. Second place, First Arctics with 2 kills. And third place, Active Gaming with 8 kills.
Wow. Wow. That's all I have to say. But at the end of the day, lovely stuff coming down right there for the boys from Invincibles as they do grab another winner chicken dinner in this one. Amazing stuff that has gone down today in today's games. It has been a huge spectacle. But we'll be right back for some more action in coming weeks. We'll see you guys soon. For now, it is bye-bye from all of us at the studio. And we'll see you guys at the next one. Till then, good night.
the situation in front of us.